Welcome to Now You Know BC. I'm Bob Kronbauer, also known as BC Bob, and on this show I introduce you to interesting people, places to go, things to see, things that have happened in the past. You will hear our collective stories. This week I'm talking about Japanese Canadians and mostly their internment here during World War II. It's not as light and fun as most of the episodes I brought you so far, but it's very important and you're definitely going to learn a lot of stuff you didn't already know. So let's dig in. Did you know that the PNE was once the site of a massive incarceration camp for Japanese Canadians that were being unwillingly sent to internment camps during World War II? It's true. It was during a very dark period of the Second World War when every person of Japanese descent living in Canada had to register with something called the Registrar of Enemy Aliens. This included Canadian citizens who made up the majority of people who had to register. The livestock barns at the PNE grounds, you know, where you go to see all the chickens and llamas and fluffy animals now, those were buildings that were converted into a sort of staging area where thousands of Japanese Canadians were brought when the government said anyone of Japanese descent couldn't live near or even be near the coast. Men were assigned from there to go to road camps and women and children to ghost town detention camps. And some families were kept together as they were assigned to work at beet plantations and other farm-type places. These were located in the interior of BC and in the prairies. In the end, more than 21,000 of our Japanese Canadian neighbors were uprooted from their lives on the West Coast. Most of them had their land and other property, such as boats, taken away from them, never to be returned. Again, these were mostly Canadian citizens. In 2021, the PNE announced that they'd committed to turning a portion of the livestock barns, where the staging area was, into what's being called the Japanese Canadian Interpretive Center, to tell this story and others of the people and to the people of BC in one of the places that they happened. The idea is to educate people so that we can make sure nothing like this ever happens again. I've got two guests on the show today. Masako Fukawa is going to take us through her personal experience, and Kayla Isumura is going to show us a video and photo project that she undertook recently where she challenged fourth-generation Japanese Canadian folks to pack their most important belongings as if they were getting sent away in 2 days, which is exactly how much notice the families had in the 1940s. And they were only allowed a couple bags of belongings each. We're also going to go on a road trip to a very important museum that you've likely never even heard of, but that you need to visit. And now you know.